Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I promised you guys last time that I'll make series of videos telling you guys how I maintain myself because ever since I was born till date I have never treated STD or yeast infection or any kind of vagina infection, and I feel like a lot of people may need this information, so this is why I'm putting it out. As a woman, I feel like sometimes you need to give yourself some time. You need to abstain from sex from time to time because abstaining from sex has a lot of benefits aside health benefits. It has spiritual benefits and also big health benefits, and it also help your vaginal muscle to regain its strength because honestly there's a lot that sex do to body of a woman, but this is not the video. I feel like I'll make another video for that. In this video I just want to concentrate on how I maintain myself or my body as a woman, and abstaining from sex is one of it. If you can abstain from sex from time to time, even if you have a boyfriend, you can talk to him and you guys will minimize the way you, yeah, because honestly every day you're having sex, anytime you're having sex, you're exposing yourself to pregnancy, you're exposing yourself to STD, you're drawing yourself closer to death as a woman. Yes, because there's a lot of disadvantage of sex to a woman. But yeah, this is not the video. Another thing I do that helped me a lot is taking care of myself, personal hygiene. I feel like this is another important thing. A lot of people in a lot of cultures, some women do not shave, but shaving is one of the most important thing you can do to yourself as a woman because the hair around your vagina do attract moisture, which will attract bacteria, and those bacteria can affect your vagina pH balance, and even if you do not have sex you can still have some kind of yeast infection. So um making sure that you clean your body every week if you can, it is so very important. I have here some products I use for my shaving. A lot of times people do think that to take care of yourself or your body as a woman you need a lot of money. I am the kind of person that spend all my time on social media, and I have watched a lot of people make self-care something that has to be bougie or something that has to be a certain way for you to know that you take care of yourself, which is so very bad. Taking care of yourself doesn't necessarily need excessive money, because even before social media become a thing, before aesthetic become a thing, before fake life become a thing, a lot of women have been taking care of their body. But the way some people make it seem like you have to do it a certain way is crazy. If you have money, do it in a way that you want. A lot of people that have money, they do this thing waxing, like going to spa and do waxing. Some people do laser hair remover. If I have money I'll do the hair remover, because that one, if you do that for a certain amount of time, basically your hair follicle will not be producing hair again, and it will help your, yeah. So but at this moment of, like, for a long time I have been using shaving cream, and here are the shaving cream I use. So I use, if you are in Nigeria, I know that, even in Africa, I know that this is very, very common in Africa. I use this a lot in Africa. In Africa, I use this mostly. This is what I use in Africa because this is for sensitive body. When I tried this back in Africa, it do give me boil. Yeah, yeah, like burns, right? Yes, but this one don't give me any burns. I use this one mostly, but here in China I use both of them and they are almost the same thing. They do not give me, and this one don't give me any burns or anything um in China. So I use this two, and it is not that expensive. This one is more expensive. This one is like 13 kwai. So this is what I have been using for a long time. It doesn't give me any reaction, but to avoid some those reaction or any form of burns or uh, darkness down there, I do use this. Yes, I use like lemon. Yes, I always have lemon. I use lemon both on my armpit to smoothen your body, stop any ingrowth hair, or stop any reaction from that cream. That is what I use. Another thing I do is this. I use this for my face and down there. I do have a lot of body scrub, but this is what I use for my face and what I use down there.
Guys, I forgot to mention that I use baby oil as my aftershave. Baby oil or shea butter. That is what I use after shaving.
Another method I use is I do use hot water. Anytime I shave, I use hot water to bath or use hot water to wash there, because if you use hot water, you basically wash every remaining chemical from this cream out of your body. Yes, and aside using hot water when I shave, I do use hot water or lukewarm water to wash my body, because one thing about your vagina is that I don't know if I should be calling it vagina here. One thing about your woman body is that it do have bacteria of its own, and if you do not maintain it well, like any tiny external bacteria can build up bacteria in there, which may cause yeast infection or other kind of infection. I'm just talking on it like something you can do as a woman without STD. This one can prevent you from getting yeast infection, just maintaining your body. This has nothing to do with you meeting a man that has STD. I'll talk about that in my part 2 of this video, but this one is just self-care. So I use hot water to wash, or not hot water, warm water to wash my body, whether it is um summertime or it is winter time. I use lukewarm water to wash there. Then another most important thing I do is I do use water. I don't use wipe, I don't use tissue. Anytime I use the toilet, I wash my body with water. Washing your body with water front and back is one of the best thing, like the best treatment you can give to yourself, because when you urinate, right, and you use wipe, or when you poo and you use wipe, there are some particles that will still be remaining on your body. Or yeah, so if you use water, you basically wash everything out. Honestly, I feel like water is one of the best thing you can give to yourself. Wash yourself with water anytime you use the toilet, because it wash away any kind of bacteria, that any possible bacteria that may get into your body. I've also seen a lot of people on social media, a lot of women on social media saying that they use this method, that they use water. Another thing I do is that I avoid using public toilets. Like since I started school in China, I use public toilets like few times, unless the day I know that I cannot hold it. That is when I use public toilet. But if I can, I try as much as possible to hold urine, to hold anything until I come back. The reason why I do that is, no matter what, I feel like public toilet is public toilet, right? No matter how they clean it, it is public toilet. So I do avoid using public toilet. Even this is the thing I do from Nigeria, and I still do it here. I do avoid using public toilet as much as I can. But if you can't use public toilet, and another thing I do is, anytime I use public toilet, once I come back, the first thing I do is to wash myself with hot water, whether I'm bathing or not. The first thing I do is to wash myself with hot water before anything. And this is where I get the culture of bathing immediately I come back, because there's something I do immediately I come back. The first thing I do sometimes is to bath. But if I do not use public toilet, there's possibility that I will not bath. But if I use public toilet, immediately I get into my house, I bath. I wash myself with hot water and bath. But another thing I do is I bath twice in a day. I have been doing all this thing for a long time. I bath twice in a day, no matter what, whether it is winter or whether it is summer. Let me say, back in Nigeria, whether it is Hamatan time, rainy season, or the sunny season, I do use I do bath twice in a day. I do bath twice in a day. I don't know, but the only time I don't bath twice in a day is when I wake up late and I do some house chores, and I bath in the morning. Like, I take my morning shower by something like 4 or 3 or 2. That is when sometimes I just wash my body and I will not bath. But aside that, If I bath early in the morning by 8 or 7 or 9 or 10 or 11, I'll bath in the night before sleeping. And I feel like this culture, we do it a lot in Nigeria because of the hot weather in Nigeria, so that you'll be able to sleep. But it has become part of me. It has become some things I do to also keep my body down there clean, because the more you put water there, the more you're keeping it clean, the more you're keeping it okay. I do see a lot of people use all kind of cream, perfume, and all that. I will not advise anybody to get into using a lot of cream or soap or perfume, because at the end of the day, your body, your vagina is built to maintain itself, and also it's supposed to have its own scent. It's not supposed to have like, it's not supposed to scent like perfume. It is a sore, it is a physical sore that is on your body, so it's supposed to scent like it is, like it's supposed to have its own natural scent. And if you maintain your body well, if you maintain your body well, your body will not have any kind of odor. Another thing I do, this one I do it back in Nigeria so much, and it gave me one of the sweetest scents I have, like, is taking pineapple. But here I have been looking for pineapple. I don't know if you know me, if you see some fruit I bought, or when I do unboxing, I do buy a lot of fruit that have water and have scent. A lot of fruit that scents some certain way. I take a lot of tangerine. You know that tangerine? I take it a lot because I see it as, if I take it, it will also make me smell good down there. But what I swear on is pineapple. But pineapple is so very hard to see in China. Even when you see it, it doesn't have that that kind of smell that, you know. I don't know if you're a Nigerian watching this. If you are a Nigerian watching this, know that there's kind of good smell, that like strong pineapple smell that those pineapple back home used to have. Like those one that sometimes they are green in color. There's this strong pineapple smell that they have. If you take that pineapple, if you take that pineapple in the night, you wake up in the morning, go and see your body. Like if you take pineapple in the night, wake up in the morning, go and shake your body, you see the kind of smell, like good smell that's coming out of your body. I always feel so very shocked when people say, when some men will go on social media and talk about how women bodies smell like fish, smell some kind of way. I feel like I cannot relate.
Another thing I forgot to mention is cleaning your toilet very well and your undies. But I think undies, if you're an adult, you should be doing that. But toilet, I want to say something I do. Like, I do wash my toilet regularly, but sometimes, like once or twice a week, I'll boil hot water and pour inside the toilet. The reason why I do that is to kill any bacteria, yeah, that can cause yeast infection or make me to itch. Yes. So another thing I do is, if I'm not going out, I don't wear panties. I feel like the more you let air get into your body, the more you stop it from smelling. But always covering yourself up can accumulate moisture that also can make your body smell bad.
I know that a lot of women cannot do without men because it will make them feel unimportant, not beautiful, ugly, unwanted, and all that. I know that some women cannot live without boyfriend, but if you can, abstain from sex sometimes. Give yourself sometimes to recover your body. At any time a man is getting into your body, that in and out, your vaginal muscle is getting weaker. It's getting weaker. A man can have sex like 20 times. I will make a video about that. Let me not say too much, but honestly, I feel like sometimes you need to abstain from sex so that your body can heal. Your body can, yes, you give your body some rest. Honestly, but again, I'm not saying you should do. If you want, you can. But if you can't, just take. There are a lot of ways you can take care of yourself. But what I do not buy is people making it seem like you need to buy a lot of things. You need to have spend a lot of money to take care of your body. No, as long as you're shaving, you're washing yourself very well. You know that, like, even if you're active in sex, you make sure that you know, like, your normal pH balance, the way your body is, so that if you have anything, any sign, you know that. Me, I know the way, because of the fact that I'm not active, I know how I feel. Immediately I'm feeling any discomfort, I'll be like, yes, this is not normal. I wash myself with hot water. Funny enough, I have never treated anything. If I'm having any kind of issues, the only thing I do is to wash myself with hot water, and it will go. Another thing I will not lie on is sometimes when I have some inches, especially when I use public toilet, I do wash myself with firm tight like vagina wash. That is only time I use vagina wash, but I don't use vagina wash every day. I don't use every day. But guys, I want to see you in my next one.